Nauset News. Teens you can turn to for news, entertainment, and things to do. Check us out on Channel 22 or Nauset TV on YouTube.com. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hello, I'm James Shaw and welcome to Nauset News. With this week's announcements, parents can now register for parent-teacher conferences on Wednesday, March 10th. There are also now Nauset High School Building Project informational Zoom meetings on March 10th at 6:30 p.m. Pre-registration for the 2021/2022 school year has begun, and the class of 2022 can do it the week of March 8th. Class of 2023 can do it the week of March 15th, and the class of 2024 can do it the week of the 22nd. Lincoln Laboratory is offering an MIT outreach program of 7 courses for freshmen and sophomores who want it. The first meeting happens through Zoom on March 6th, and there's a link on the Nauset homepage to apply. Free meals are still for anyone 18 and younger every Wednesday, 4 through 6 p.m. at the middle school. Now into our lineup.
Hi, my name is Sam Cipro, and I am here with your lineup. Top story is how you spent your extra dime during the pandemic. That'll be done by Derek Kazaban, Sadie Graves, Rocco Colucci, Cole Jackett, and Ryan Sizowski. Sports will be done by Will Casey on what has happened during the winter season. Health tip is about avoiding sugary drinks, and that'll be done once again by Doug Bizzaio. College Notebook is going to be done by Jeremiah Pranga, and it's going to be on the University of Wisconsin in Madison, Wisconsin. Things to Do is done by Georgie Orlandella and Sadie Trudell. Fashion is done by Michelle Abarusi. Special Report is Getting Ready to Find a Summer Job, covered by Lucas Meehan and Matt Fisher. Finally, Fact or Fiction will be done by Josie Gaynor. And throughout, there's going to be the Freshman Connection, which will be done by Zoey McCarthy. My name is Sam Cipro, and this has been your lineup.
Hello everybody, this is Cole Jack with today's top story. So today I'm going to be talking about our experiences during the lockdown in the past year. So as most of you know, March 13th is coming up, which last year was the date that the lockdown started for everybody. So it'll be a year that this has been happening. So me and a couple other reporters will be talking about what we've been doing in the past year as sort of like a reflection. So me personally, I did a whole lot of working last year during the summer. I worked at a Ben & Jerry's. So, you know, it's Cape Cod, so ice cream shops are going to be busy regardless of pandemic or not, but it was kind of interesting to see all the precautions and everything that was in place to make sure everybody was safe and everybody was protected. So yeah, other than working, I hung out with friends, and during the school year, even though I had schoolwork, I still had a whole lot more free time. I took a couple classes to learn how to play the piano. I took a bunch of video classes. So even though I had a whole lot of free time, I still dedicated a lot of time to learning and learning new things and everything. So yeah, I mean, that was my experience during the last year, during the pandemic. This has been Cole Jackett, and we'll be going to some reporters on their experiences during the pandemic.
Hello, my name is Attic Sprint, and you're watching Nauset News. Over the past year, we've all been in quarantine, where we've had restricted access from seeing each other face to face. During this time, I have been biking and running a lot more. I helped build my brother's outdoor shower. I stayed on calls and played video games with my friends, and I set up a deer feeder outside of my house. Thank you, and you're watching Nauset News.
Hi, welcome to Nauset News. My name is Derek Karzaban, here with your top story on how I spend my time during the COVID-19 pandemic. Honestly, during the COVID-19 pandemic, I worked a lot more hours than I normally would, because I honestly didn't have nothing to do other than just like staying home and just doing extra stuff. I hang out with friends, and I just listen to a lot more music. And yeah, that's basically what I did. And now over to Sadie, Rocco, and Ryan, who would give you more on what they did over the pandemic.
Hi, I'm Ryan Tazowski, and over the past year, during the pandemic, I've been spending time riding dirt bikes and spending time with my family, just playing card games and board games.
Hi, this is Sadie Graves with the top story. During the pandemic, some of the things that I've been up to have been getting a job on the weekends at a grocery store in Brewster. I have continued with dancing, even though it is very different. And I've also had a lot more time to read because I've always enjoyed reading but never had much time, and due to all of the free time we've recently gained, I've used that to read some new books. This has been Sadie Graves with the top story.
Hello, my name is Rocco Colucci, and I'm a contributing reporter on today's top story. During the course of the pandemic, I've had the opportunity to listen to a lot of new music, and I've even started my own album collection. Additionally, I've picked up chess as a hobby.
Hello, my name is Jeremiah Pranger with this week's College Notebook. This week's college is the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Wisconsin is a highly rated public university located in Madison, Wisconsin. It is a large institution with the enrollment of 29,375 undergraduate students, so it is a fairly large school. Admissions is fairly competitive as the Wisconsin acceptance is 54%. Popular majors include biology, economics, and information science. Graduating 88% of the students, Wisconsin alumni, go on to earn around $44,000 a year. This was your week's College Notebook. I'm Jeremiah Franco.
Hello everybody, my name is Lucas Meehan alongside Slime Matt Fisher, and today we will be talking summer jobs for the special report. This year, due to COVID, college students will be getting out of school later than us high schoolers. This gives us an opportunity to get the jobs we would preferably have if we would apply early. In the past, I worked at Stop and Shop, which was the worst experience ever, and I'm sorry to anybody going through it right now. That's tough. I then brought my skills and talents to the Red Nun restaurant, which was much better. I'm not the one to talk about which jobs are the best because hopefully I'll just be collecting that stimmy check this summer. More on which jobs to take, coming up by Matt Fisher. I'm Lucas Meehan, and I'll see you next time.
My name is Matt Fisher. Welcome to Nauset News. This week I'll be talking about summer jobs for high schoolers. It's very important to get a job during the summer. Summer is not just a time for fun and hanging with friends, but it's also a time to make money and work. There are many opportunities to get jobs on the Cape, including ice cream shops, restaurants, lifeguarding, and grocery stores. First, I'm going to start with grocery stores. Working at like a Stop and Shop or Shaw's is a great option. The work isn't too difficult. The money is right around minimum wage, might be a little bit more, which is nice, especially if you work on Sundays. They pay more, so fit that into your schedule. Next is ice cream shops. Everybody loves ice cream. They're very popular on Cape, so they're always looking for help. It's not too difficult to scoop ice cream and put it on a cone and some sprinkles, so it's an easy job. It's got good pay, and usually you get tips, which is where you'll make most of your money from. Next is restaurants. Restaurants are a big opportunity. It's a little bit harder of a task because you have to pay attention and learn a bunch of rules of the kitchen, but once you're set, you'll have a great time cooking and learning more about the food. You can either be a cook, a dishwasher, or you can bus and wait tables. And often, if you're lucky, restaurants will pay tips as well as like a minimum wage, a little bit higher than minimum wage salary. So that's awesome. Finally, lifeguarding. Cape Cod is a great opportunity to be on the beach all day while still making $17 or $18. It's crazy. You have to take a class, pass the class, make sure you know all the rules, CPR and all that stuff in case of a shark attack or something, so be careful, but it's an easy job. It's on Cape Cod. You're on the beach the entire day, which is nice. Hope you learned something. Go get a job for this summer. My name is Matt Fisher. Thank you for tuning in for this week's episode.
Hi, I'm Giorgio Lindella from Nauset News telling you some new movies to watch on Netflix. First off, we have Paul Blart Mall Cop. Kevin James plays a police officer who is in over his head as he tries to stop a criminal mastermind's plan to rob an entire shopping mall. This goofy PG movie is perfect for family or just to lighten your mood. The second movie is Murder Mystery. On a long-awaited trip to Europe, a New York City cop and his hairdresser wife scramble to solve a baffling murder aboard a billionaire's yacht. This movie is PG-13, starring Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. It's a little more exciting, but still full of humor. Finally, if you're looking for some good movies to watch, I suggest that you check out some recent winners from Golden Globes Awards. That's all for movies for now, and I'll send you over to Sadie for some activities. Thanks for watching. I'm Georgie Orlandella.
Hi, I'm Sage Shell, and this is Things to Do. Thanks, Georgie, for the movies, and let's start with the activities. Around the Cape during the winter, there's not many things to do, so you might have to get creative when you're looking for something. But as it gets warmer, going on walks and hikes could be something to fill your time. Around the Cape, there are many trails and parks to walk and hike in. It's super important to get outside and get fresh air around, especially during the pandemic. Nickerson State Park in Brewster is my favorite place to walk. There are many lakes and ponds to walk around and many trails to explore. At Fort Hill in Eastham, there are more trails to walk and you get a beautiful view of the beach. If you visit Commercial Street in Provincetown, even at this time of year, there are many things to do. You can go to the Pilgrim Monument, which is a historical landmark that has beautiful views. Race Point Beach is another popular spot in Provincetown. The beach is open year-round, and the Race Point Lighthouse can be seen from the beach. I'm Sage Shadell, and this is Things to Do.
Hi, I'm Michelle Abertazzi here with this week's fashion tip for Nauset News. And since it's been rainy weather, and it's been pretty cold for the past week, I'm going to be talking about hooded sweatshirts and what to wear with them. If you want to stand out, you can wear a bright colored hoodie like this orange one I have here that says Reese's on it. See, the good thing about hoodies with emblems like that on it is that you will stand out and it's a good conversation starter. But if you're not in the mood to wear a bright hoodie like that kind, then you can wear a basic colored hoodie like this black one I have here. And since that one's warm, you might not have to layer it. But if you do want to layer it, or if you want to make a statement and you don't have a bright hoodie like the one I just showed, you can wear a t-shirt on over your plain hoodie. For example, I wore a Bruins t-shirt over this one, and it was a good conversation starter. So, if you want to keep warm, layering hoodies is a good way to go. And if you want to make a statement, bright hoodies are the way to go. I'm Michelle Abertazzi, and that was your fashion tip for this week. Have a good weekend.
Hello, I'm Josie Gaynor, and this is Fact or Fiction with the criminology class at Nauset High School. In the textbook, Criminology, the Core, the claim presented is, drug dealers are violent street thugs, which is fiction because many drug dealers approach their profession in a business-like fashion, offering deals, undercutting the competition, and using violence only to scare off their rivals' customers. This personally surprised me because the media portrays drug dealers as these sketchy people on the street. However, in most cases, it is done in a pretty professional manner. This has been Josie Gaynor with Fact or Fiction.
Welcome to Fact or Fiction, brought to you by the criminology class at Nauset Regional High School. I'm Marta Brent. According to Larry J. Siegel, author of Criminology the Core, it's possible to reduce drunk driving by installing on cars a locking device that prevents drunk drivers from starting their vehicles. This statement is a fact. Research shows that ignition locks work and can reduce drunk driving. The correct answer for this statement didn't surprise me, but I do think it's a good and preventive solution for the problem. I'm Marta Brent, and this has been Fact or Fiction.
Hello and welcome to Freshman Connection. I'm your freshman class president, Zoey McCarthy. The vice president is Tom Foley, the treasurer is Annabelle Brown, and the secretary is Peta Dill. We hold meetings on Wednesday mornings at 8, planning and organizing community service projects and fundraisers. Please feel free to join these meetings or reach out to us with your ideas. Stay tuned for upcoming events. Well, that's it for this week's Freshman Connection. Thanks for watching.
Hello, everyone. I'm Will Casey, and this is your Winter Sports Roundup. Firstly, with boys basketball. The boys had a very good season, losing late in the Cape and Islands League tournament. The boys finished with a record of 8 wins and 6 losses, losing a close game to Falmouth in the semifinals. Some of the biggest contributors for the boys this season were juniors Caleb Daniels and Seth Asimwe, who gave the boys very good offensive and defensive prowess and allowed them to get out and win some games. The team will be returning nearly 8 juniors next season and should be able to make a deep run in the tournament. Great season, boys. Now, on to girls basketball. The girls had a rough year. While finishing with a record of 12-2, the girls sustained a lot of injuries along the way to key seniors like Michaela Hutchinson and Avery Burns. The girls lost in the finals of the Cape and Islands League tournament to Falmouth in a very close game. Great season, girls. Way to make the best of it with what you had. We are all very proud of you. Nextly, with boys hockey. The boys had a down season, finishing with a record of 3 wins and 8 losses and 1 tie. The boys really had to endure a lot due to COVID and really struggled to get out of the gate strong. Led by seniors Clayton Hussey and Ethan Keeney, who were key to their success this season, the boys sadly had their season ended early due to COVID. But for many of the boys, they were just very happy to be out there and able to get on the ice. Great season, boys. We are very proud of you. Now on to girls hockey. The girls, also known as the Furies, had a decent season, finishing with a record of 3 wins, 5 ties, and 5 losses. The girls also struggled due to COVID-19 and were nearly shut down at the start of the Cape and Islands League tournament, but were eventually allowed to play and lost in the semifinals. Led by juniors Julia Weiner and freshman Olivia Avalar, who were key to the girls' success. Great season, girls, and Coach Weeks, we are very proud of you. Now on to swimming, led by senior Delaney Smith, who will be diving at the University of Rhode Island next year. The girls' swim team finished with a record of 5 wins and 2 losses, and we're just very happy to get out in the pool. Great season, girls. Lastly, with boys swimming. The boys finished with a similar record as the girls, with a record of 5 wins and 3 losses, led by junior John Zooks, and the boys had a decent season this year, even with the hardships of COVID, and should be ready to make a deep run next year. From all of us here at Nauset News, we just want to say congratulations to all the winter athletes, as 8 months ago, it did not even seem that we would have a winter season. Thank you to all your seniors for your hard work and your dedication. Finally, we would like to say good luck to our football and track teams who recently began the Fall 2 season. Good luck, everyone. We wish you all the best. This has been your Winter Sports Wrap-Up. I have been Will Casey, and we'll see you next time.
Hi, I'm Doug Bizarro with the Health Tip of the Week. This week, I'll be talking about sugary drinks and how they affect our body in negative ways. Sugar drinks consist of many different carbohydrates, mainly being glucose and fructose. Because of the sweet-tasting nature of sugar, many people overdrink and overconsume excessive amounts of sugar every day, especially since sugar is in most foods and drinks nowadays anyways. Drinking too much sugar can mainly lead to weight gain and blood sugar problems that can cause heart disease. Over time, the accumulation of sugar within the body builds fat blockage within red blood cells, causing blood clots, which lead to an increased risk of heart attacks and diabetes, negatively affecting your health. These clots stress your arteries and can cause permanent damage to the heart. Children between the ages of 2 to 18 should have less than 25 grams of sugar a day. Children under 2 should not have any sugar at all. Excess sugar intake at an early age can lead to an unhealthy body mass index later in life as well. Too much sugar at an early age can also lead to gum and teeth problems, such as tooth decay and cavities later in life. Watch out for hidden sugars inside your favorite drinks. They can seriously affect your health in a negative way. This has been Doug Bazile with this week's Health Tip. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. Have a great day.